We want revolution.
Bookmark links on standby.
Log online, fan page loaded and ready.
Player stats, loaded. Health check, go.
Weapons check. Eyes check, complete.
We have launched for the Informant Podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first annual Halloween episode of the Informant Podcast. I am Jana, Death by Gucci, and we have the usual crew with us tonight. We have Mig, Chainsaw Chester. We have Stockholm Tools, Pistol Pete, and Jennifer, the Mafia Wars Loot Lady. I am thrilled to death, this being Halloween tonight.
I am also thrilled. How you doing?
I am doing really great. This is one of my favorite holidays here, or say a celebration night. I don't know what you want to call it, I guess.
So you got the whole house decorated and everything already?
I do. It's all creeped out here.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, we've got black lights in the porch, and it's pretty creepy around here, actually.
That is cool.
What about you guys?
And so do you have the velvet paintings, too, with the black lights?
Yeah, she's got the velvet Elvis hanging out.
Yes. My zombie Elvis.
That'd be awesome.
That would be really cool. Where can I find one of those?
I don't know, but maybe we need to start making them.
That's right. And speaking of zombies, we have a awesome guest tonight. We have with us tonight Melissa Cowan from The Walking Dead, which airs tonight, as a matter of fact, at 10/9 Central. Melissa, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am doing great. Love the southern drawl you have there.
Thank you.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about The Walking Dead and how you got onto that show?
I think it was back in May of last year, 2000 and... Actually, I guess it was this year, 2010. I got a call from a casting company just wanting some pictures of me in a bikini, which was fun because I had worked for this company, so I knew it wasn't some kind of scam or anything like that. So I sent them the pictures, and all I knew at that point was that it was for some type of zombie show. Didn't know anything about it or anything. I sent in my pictures and didn't hear anything for like 2 weeks. Well, during that 2 weeks, I got a little curious. So I started using Google and some other stuff to see what zombie shows were going to be filmed here in Atlanta. And, got the possibility that it was going to be The Walking Dead, but didn't know for sure. Well, 2 weeks went by, didn't hear anything, so I just thought, well, maybe they didn't pick my pictures or they didn't like me or, whatever, which happens, a lot sometimes. Well, out of the blue one day, I got a call that the director of the show wanted to interview me and do like a little audition, and they wanted me to come in the following day. They still didn't tell me the show or any of the people attached to the show or anything like that. So I go in for the interview and was given a script, and while I got there a few minutes early, so while I had the extra time on my hands, I was looking at the names, and then that's when I realized it was Frank Darabont, and it was The Walking Dead for AMC, etc. We talked for maybe an hour, hour and a half. He hired me on the spot.
Wow. Now, Frank is absolutely an amazing person. He was born, in 59? He's a 3-time Oscar nominee. His vision on this has been absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, yes.
The episode that's coming out for episode 1, everybody's seen the teasers and things like that. Just the way that he's able to bring these characters to life and to have them actually show emotion. I was actually shocked when I watched the first episode of how much the characters actually come to life. They're not just one-dimensional characters.
Right.
And the first piece that we see, you're actually the second zombie that he actually interacts with. The first one is in the very beginning scene when it comes in, but you're the second one. And I'm pretty sure you're pissed off because he goes and steals your bike.
Yeah, I was trying to get him.
Yeah, so he comes in there, you're cut in half or whatever, and he steals your bike. So I'm not real keen on him right now, but I'm talking about the main character, by the way. And that is Rick Grimes, who's played by Andrew Lincoln. It was cool to see that, and then I was disappointed later on, near the end of the show, when I see you meet Rick Grimes again. I won't spoil it for everybody.
He got the nerve. He took care of what he had to take care of, or what he felt as a threat.
That's right.
But
So
I was the first zombie that he had that type of interaction with when he took my bike, because the first zombie that he saw or encountered was just the hands through the doors.
correct, but you don't really see them.
Right, you
So
just see the hands.
That's right, and he doesn't see the other zombie because he gets waylaid in the face.
Right.
So that was fun, and that's his first interaction with Lenny James, who plays Morgan in the show.
He does a good job too.
He does a great job as well. I mean, just everything, the way everything comes together in the show is just absolutely phenomenal for me. Jana.
Yes. This is exciting. I've been excited about The Walking Dead. I read the comic series. Did you actually read it?
Prior to getting selected for this role, I hadn't never read it. I had heard of it, but never took the time or anything like that. But once I got casted for it, I did pick up the first couple and I did read them. But then I decided to stop because I wanted to be surprised and, get that experience while we were filming and not have a certain way to do it in my head.
Exactly, that would make sense. So yeah, I've been excited ever since I found out AMC was doing this. So it's definitely an honor to have you on, especially on Halloween and the premiere night. So you must have been really busy with all the conventions and whatnot prior to this, I'm guessing.
Oh, it's been real fun, yes. It's busy, but it's worth it. You get to meet a lot of fans and get to talk to a lot of people. But it's nice to be back home and spend time with the kids as well.
How do your kids feel about it? Are they scared or do they know about it?
They know about it. I've shown them pictures and stuff like that.
Are they still having nightmares?
No, not really.
Oh, good.
My kid, I showed my son, who's 8, I showed him your picture of Bicycle Girl. And he's like, Daddy, I don't like that picture.
Oh,
you're very undead.
Yeah, so you're scaring my son from afar. Well done.
Very good.
My 6-year-old's never really been scared because she's old enough to realize. But I think what's kind of not funny, but I've never let my kids watch scary movies or movies about ghosts or zombies or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
So I had to explain to her, but obviously I'll let her watch it because that's me. She knows I'm not like that in real life.
Right.
My 3-year-old, she understands it's me, but I could show her the picture 20 times in a day, and every time she gets upset because I don't have legs and wants to know where my legs are and what happened to me and how I got better so fast. So I'm still trying to explain to her, that it's acting, all the prosthetics and the pieces that was made to put that all together. But they've never really been scared. The only time that they were even remotely scared was after we were filming, and I was actually filming for another zombie. I had the special effects guy leave a prosthetic piece on my arm and came home with it and had told the girls I got hurt that day. And they got
You're a role model.
That's fun. They didn't realize it was fake until the next morning when we woke up.
Wow.
Putting Band-Aids and Neosporin on it. And,
That's cute. I watched the footage of you getting into your makeup and prosthetics, and that was quite the ordeal.
To put it on, the time lapse says about 3.5 hours, but I think it was more like 4.5 to 5 hours because we did take a few breaks. But the total time in the chair was about 3.5 hours. And a lot of people ask me, like when I'm doing the appearances in the conventions, like, you must have been bored. That looks so boring. But actually, I had 5 or 6 people working on me. We were constantly talking about stuff and, joking. And, to sit there and talk with Greg and Andy and, the rest of the guys for, 5 or 6 hours all day, it's pretty neat. I mean, there's not a boring moment.
It looked like you were having fun.
Yeah.
That's
it was
cool.
fun. And then, for Frank to come in there every so often and give his input and stuff, there was nothing to be bored about.
Did you just have to do that? How often did you have to do the makeup scenes?
To actually put it on and film, we filmed all the scenes that we had in one day because obviously we don't want to keep having to go through a 6-hour process to take it on and take it off every day.
Right.
So just that process once, but I also had to go out to LA and get casted for the face piece, the chest piece, and the back piece. Glue, a lot of airbrush paint, makeup, fake blood. I mean, everything they used or that they could use, they probably did use. I think that's why they got the effect that they got. Because even when I had, saw illustrations and visual pictures, of what they were, aiming for. So I had an idea in my head, but after seeing the finished product, I mean, I didn't scare myself, but looking in the mirror, I just couldn't quit looking in the mirror because I'm like, holy crap, this is beyond what I even thought ever. Even after seeing pretty gruesome pictures, to see it, I was like, they even beat what the pictures were aiming for. They did a great job.
They really did. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
They're pretty, I mean, these guys, they did a great job, and I guarantee you the special effects guys and even the show are going to, win awards, and, it's going to be epic.
It is. I agree.
That's going to be nice. So tell me this. Everybody always asks how long it takes to get it put on. How long does it take to get it off?
About 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Taking it off was actually worse than putting it on, because I should have thought to shave like my arms and all the little details, but I didn't. So all this crap was glued down to me, and it doesn't come off in one piece. It comes off little by little by little. They even had to get little brushes and wedge it in between the skin and that to kind of, get it off. So it was like ripping off Band-Aids for 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, so that's the bigger nightmare. Oh.
Yes.
So did you scream Kelly Clarkson?
No, I wouldn't say. I might have screamed some infanities.
Oh, okay. So you were talking that you had gone to all these different shows out there. There's got to be some weird people that go to some of these shows.
Well, I've had a few experiences.
Like? Come on, you got to share something with us.
Yeah, share.
And it's normally gentlemen. Just talk about how pretty it was, or, just look at you and what are you doing later? Do you want to go out for a drink? And can you put on that costume? Or, like, it's not like they're not interested in me. They're interested in taking that zombie out.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
So you had like a necrophilia convention that you went to?
I wouldn't say that. There might have been a few necrophiliacs there.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Wow, that is really creepy. That's a whole different level of stalking.
Yeah, that's way beyond norm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you also had a tattoo at one of these.
I did at the one in Orlando.
So what did you get?
I got 3 stars on each side of my bikini area.
Oh, cute.
3 stars.
Yeah.
Cool. Jen wanted to
Yes.
talk to you. She wanted to talk about another show that you were doing outside of The Walking Dead.